You started with your father being the famous Rupee Doctor. He must have been quite an inspiration for you.
I was inspired by him not only because he was not charging anything and only charging 100 rupees for surgery for almost 40 years. I was more inspired by the reason why he was doing that.
You have a cardiac issue. Suppose you have a cancer issue. Suppose you have a spinal problem. All can be traced back to this crux of it, what you are addressing right now.
Every disease starts silently inside a damage. Human male body is made up of 30 to 40 trillion cells, and 90% of the cells lifespan is
90% of the population, or at least 60%, you know the numbers better, is diabetes.
today 6.5. The number is considered as pre-diabetic. I was told that very shortly they're bringing it to 6 as pre-diabetic. If really they bring it to 6 as pre-diabetic, not 90%, sir, 95% of India.
India is a major rice-eating country. Is there an alternative like millets and all?
White rice is very bad because the nutrition in the white rice is all taken out. The index is almost the same in all the grains, sir.
Ayurveda speaks about rejuvenating the body, detoxing the body and all that.
Instantly they used to make that medicine from the forest herbs and give it.
Correct.
But today that's not happening. They're again using the cultivated herbs only.
Doctor, you also, like your father, don't charge anything for the consultation and all that. I believe, is that true?
Yes, sir. We don't charge anything for consultation, no doctor fees, registration fees. I want to do that because I wanted to continue with the legacy of my father, Dr. Chinta Rangathamara.
Welcome to Conversations. I'm Suresh Kochatal. Health is a major priority, and as they say, health is wealth. You may have as much money as you want in life, but if you don't take care of your health, then that's a big problem. Today's fast-paced lifestyle ensures that many of us neglect our health because we're busy making money, we're busy running around, we don't have time, we eat junk food, and of course, the entire lifestyle goes for a toss till something big crops up. And then the treatment procedures start. And sometimes those treatment procedures are only small fixes. They are like band-aid solutions. The bigger problem is at the back end of it, which is basically taking care of the original source of the problem. And to do this and discuss it all more, I have with me an expert who knows it all, a naturopath who kinds of tells people what to do, how to take care of their health. To speak about this and more, I have with me Dr. Ravi Kumar, founder of CellHealth clinics, somebody who goes deep into the problem and then advises his patients what to do about it. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, nice, sir.
So you have a very rich legacy to speak of. You started with your father being the famous Rupee Doctor in Vijayawada. And over the years, he has treated thousands of people. And he kept up to that credo for a long, long time. He must have been quite an inspiration for you.
Definitely, sir. I was inspired by him not only because he was not charging anything and only charging 100 rupees for surgery for almost 40 years. I was more inspired by the reason why he was doing that. The ethics behind that is his father told him not to charge.
Okay.
You have enough money to survive. Why can't you do this service to the people? That inspired me. And after that, when he was no more with us in 2021, I thought I should continue that legacy. Since I'm also into naturopath, and European International University also recognized me and gave me and honored me with a doctorate. I said I should do this in memory of my dad. And I started off like that. And CellHealth clinic started in 2022, actually. 2021, we started it as a basically treatment through diet. We had few consultants then. But over a period of time, I understood just diet doesn't cure or even address the symptoms or the root cause. It may temporarily address the symptoms like allopathy addresses. But over a period, even if you get reduce about 10 to 20 kgs or you're free from diabetes, again after 2-3 months I observed it's coming back again. It's getting back. So how to go about it? Then the CellHealth research started. Then we understood the cause is body is made up of cells. Human male body is made up of 30 to 40 trillion cells, 30 lakh crore cells or 40 lakh crore cells. And 90% of the cells lifespan is 100 days. That means every 100 days we are 90% new version.
It regenerates itself.
Yeah, it regenerating keeps on happening. Cell division keeps on happening. And after every year, we are a totally new version. So any ailment is only because of cell malfunction. There are no thousands of diseases. There is only one disease, cell malfunction. And the reason for that is only two. The causes are also only two, deficiency and toxicity.
So let's get this clear, sir. So what you're saying is that suppose you have a cardiac issue, suppose you have a cancer issue, suppose you have a spinal problem, all can be traced back to this crux of it, what you're addressing right now.
Yes, only every disease starts silently inside a damaged cell.
Okay.
So, health doesn't mean organs. Health starts with the smallest unit, the cell. If you fix the cell, you fix everything. So, for maintaining a healthy life, you don't need to go to gyms alone. You need a cellular repair, cellular service. That's what we do at CellHealth clinics now. We repair you inside out, literally. And organ cancer also is a malignant cell, you call it.
Yes.
Lungs, if there's a problem, heart. So lung cells. Heart is also a matter of cells, combination of cells. Kidney is also cells. Liver is also cells. Everything is cells. So we are addressing at cellular level, the concept of cellular level. And today, the deficiency has to be addressed through proper supplementation, and we have to detox the body and ensure the gut is more healthy, because 90% of the problem starts with the gut. And you have to be hydrated. The body has to be in citric state, oxygenated state. So we have to drink more water, and we have to keep the body in citric state, means at least you use lemon or C vitamin supplements or multivitamin supplements or gut cleaning elements. All these things we provide, and at the same time do alter certain eating habits. Lifestyle changes and dietary changes also we advise. As you mentioned, yes, most of them are eating today junk, imported from abroad. There's a circadian rhythm in the body, biological clock, what to do at what time. You have all the restaurants, 2 p.m. biryanis, 4 p.m. biryanis are available here. But melatonin hormone is there, which is supposed to be active and make you go to sleep at the right time. You are making them passive, and you are activating ghrelin hormone, which is going to activate your hunger at the wrong time. And you sleep at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the midnight and get up in the early morning with a sedentary lifestyle and go have a breakfast without any activity. Obviously, your ailments are going to come. You have to behave as per the circadian rhythm, is what I strongly believe.
So the body basically is like a car or a two-wheeler. You need to maintain it properly.
Yes.
You don't go to the mechanic when there is a noise or there is a problem. You go before that and you repair it. Quite often in today's fast-paced lifestyle, people don't have time. Anything you ask them, they'll say, we don't have time. They don't have time for their own children. They don't have time to eat properly, as you said. They don't have time to even do a bit of an exercise. Nothing works actually. And then the problem comes, and then they come to doctors or they go to big hospitals and spend a huge amount of money on surgery and treatment. And then they find that some things are not reversible. Then they carry on with their regular lifestyle. Now let us go one by one, sir. One of the most common lifestyle diseases, I'm not getting into the real hardcore diseases right now. What the 90% of the population, or at least 60%, you know the numbers better, is diabetes.
Yeah, India is the capital of diabetes.
Diabetes, yeah. I was told this long back. And one of the reasons is because of unhealthy lifestyle. Of course, there must be some underlying causes, but then we aggravate it. Can you just take us through that, sir?
Yeah, before going into diabetes, I would like to mention a few lines.
Sure, sir.
A few years back, I think HbA1c 7 was considered as pre-diabetic. Today, 6.5, the number is considered as pre-diabetic. I was told that very shortly they're bringing it to 6 as pre-diabetic. If really they bring it to 6 as pre-diabetic, not 90%, sir, 95% of India is going to become.
So there's a bit of controversy that American Diabetic Association says that the number 7 also is good enough, but there's a big debate going on that. with the pharma companies and others trying to bring the number down so that they can sell more medicine, but you can carry on, sir.
So that's very pathetic. I mean, it's really, I don't understand the logic behind it. But diabetes is something, lifestyle problem. You eat, youngsters are getting diabetes today. Earlier in the older ages, before 50 years of age, nobody was getting any kind of disease because they're eating food good, eating right, doing right, and sleeping right. But today, nobody is eating right. There were only hardly 10 to 15 items available in the earlier days. Today, you have thousands of junk available. Whatever you eat, the small intestine will convert it and send it to the bloodstream as glucose. So the glucose goes to all the cells, the 30 to 40 lakh crores of cells, via insulin, which is being produced by pancreas, beta cells in the pancreas. Your cells are full with glucose, and then the blood glucose is still remaining in the blood. Insulin directs liver to convert it into fat as triglycerides, not 50 rupees note, as 500 rupees note, so that more fat can be converted. Once your fat cells or adipose tissues are also full, still glucose is left in the blood. That is what we call it as type 2 diabetes. At that stage, why allopathy or anipathy is advising you to send glucose again into the body and send insulin also again into the body, either through metformin or either any other combination drugs or even directly insulin. I really don't understand that logic. What I suggest, what we do in CellHealth Clinic, don't send glucose into your body. You have to avoid glucose, inhibit glucose in your food. How long? As long as cells starts taking energy from the adipose tissues, the fat, converted fat. Again, their pancreas also creates another hormone called glucagon, which will go and break the triglycerides into fatty acids. Gluconeogenesis is the process where liver will again convert it back to glucose and send it to the cells. So let the triglycerides in the adipose tissues all clear, and body starts using the leftover glucose in the blood. At that time, you start giving glucose again. And every 6 months, 21 days, you maintain your body. You give your body for servicing. You buy a cycle, you give for servicing. Such a huge mechanism, such a huge vehicle, doesn't it need servicing? That's why I always advise everybody, 42 days every year, give your body for servicing so that you will not be entering into any kind of traumatic illnesses.
So when you say servicing for 42 days, what does it actually call for?
You detox your body. The mechanism, how we have to detox is one part. And address the deficiencies. Don't allow glucose into your carbohydrates, into your food stream.
But we are rice eaters. India is a major rice eating country. Is there an alternative like millets and all that? Or is that also a fad?
Glycemic index is almost the same in all the grains, sir. White rice is very bad because the nutrition in the white rice is all taken out. Only starch is left. Only glucose is left in it. Nothing else. So first culprit here is rice, white rice. We are rice eaters, yes. Organic rice eaters with single polish. Our elder people used to do.
Eat that, yeah.
Today, that's not available, sir.
Correct.
Everything is
Sona Masuri and all that.
Everything is cultivated and polished off. The nutrients are polished off and glucose is left there. So I definitely don't advise anybody to take white rice. First culprit is white rice. Second culprit is refined oils. Third culprit is all the whites. Milk, dairy, white bread, white salt, refined sugar. All whites
Maida.
All maida, white flour, I said, yeah. Everything is culprits. When I come to concept of refined oils.
So what does one eat actually?
See, that's a big question to answer. But
anyway, you're talking about refined oils now.
Refined oils. What is the cost of groundnut, sir? Whole groundnut is about 150 rupees a kg. You need to have at least 2 to 2.5 kgs to get 1 liter of oil. That means about 300 to 350 rupees.
But they're not selling at that rate. They're selling far lower.
And after that, for doing that process, you need about 30, 40 rupees. And then the bottle and the label, it's costing around 400 to 500 rupees, but they're selling it at 150 rupees.
That means something wrong. Something is being shortcut.
And in that 150 rupees, manufacturer has to have profit, retailer has to have profit, wholesaler has to have profit, and the company has to spend some money for advertisement also. That means literally they're making it for 30 rupees or 25 rupees. That means it's all chemicals. We are robbed from that freedom. Groundnut oil, no groundnuts. Sesame oil, no sesame. Sunflower oil, no sunflower. So, we are all consuming chemicals and this is leading to cancers. Wooden cold pressed oils only has to be used, is my strict advice to entire Indian fraternity, sir.
I remember I'm from Kerala, and good old days we used to use a lot of coconut oil, but even there, the refined oil concept is crept in because somebody said that coconut oil is bad for health. But our elders never had this problem actually.
Yeah, Kerala is famous for virgin coconut oil. I'm talking about wooden whole
Pressed.
cold pressed with not cut coconut, sir. Copra. I call it copra.
Copra oil. Okay.
Copra oil. And it's very rich in caprylic and monolauric oils, sir. Medium chain fatty acids. It is not available anywhere. Naturally available in wooden cold pressed coconut oil. It's antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, very good for brain health, very good for bone health, heart health. So taking it in moderation is always good. That's the reason why we in CellHealth clinic also, we advise people to consume at least 20-30 grams of coconut oil every day, even if you are not in diet, in your protocol.
So your advice is go for cold pressed oils and
Yes.
consume that.
And cook that also. For cooking also,
So
use
wooden
only
cold pressed oil is what you
cold pressed
recommend.
oil. Any even groundnut oil or sesame oil or sunflower oil or coconut oil
But
doesn't have carbohydrates.
What is the next problem, sir?
See, according to me, there is only one problem: cell malfunction.
Yeah, you began with that.
Yeah. So the most important problem is today there is no answer to autoimmune diseases globally. Only they address the symptoms. They don't address the root cause. They don't have treatment at all. Autoimmune disease means what? Our immunity, which is supposed to protect us, is working against us.
Okay.
It's considering the healthy cells as their enemies and attacking them, because of which these diseases are coming. There are hundreds: Crohn's, myositis, Sjogren's syndrome, psoriasis, Hashimoto thyroiditis, type 1 diabetes. Likewise, hundreds of autoimmune diseases are coming, wherein allopathy is only treating them with steroids to suppress the immunity.
Not address the root cause.
No, they will never address the root cause. To suppress the immunity, how long can you suppress it? The immunity is what you have to, which is going to protect you. You are suppressing it because it is working against you. Once you stop it, it is only temporary suppression. It will come back again.
Band-aid solution, as they call it.
Yes. Not only this, sir. Allopathy means they are not hiding anything. The word allopathy means, allo means symptom. Pati means not husband. Pati means problems, disorders, organ disorders. They are addressing the organ disorder symptoms. Root cause addressing mechanism is not there. But I don't have anything against allopathy, sir. Emergency, allopathy is God.
Yeah, you have a heart attack, you need to go to the hospital.
You need a surgery, you need to go to hospital. You need a therapy, you need a chemotherapy, you need something. You have to go to hospital, allopathy only. For symptom addressing, and today everybody wants only symptom addressing. Nobody wants to give that much time to address the root cause. I have some pain, doctor, give me some medicine.
That's
okay,
it.
your pain is relieved, you go and start earning your money.
So you eat Dolo like chocolates.
Yes. Dolo like chocolates, and women eat Meftol spas for PCOD problems like chocolates. So that's not going to address this. We at CellHealth, we address the root cause. Why immunity is behaving like that? Instead of protecting us, why it is attacking us? The root cause there is 70% of the immune cells are in the gut.
Okay.
In a way, for every common man to understand, gut is the one who is going to train the immunity, what to allow, what not to allow. If the gut itself is unhealthy, gut is carrying almost again 30 to 40 lakh crores of bacterial cells. There are good bacteria and bad bacteria also. There should be a balance of good and bad bacteria. If the balance is not maintained, dysbiosis happens. Leaky gut, it will become a leaky gut. So it becomes unhealthy, means there's no point of it training the immune cells.
Okay.
At that point of time, immune cells get confused, they lose the self-tolerance and attack the healthy cells. So what we have to address is, we have to address the gut. Once we address how to address it, one, there's a therapy called colon hydrotherapy. We cleanse the gut and ensure good bacteria is injected into it naturally. And then at least for 30 to 40 days, what you eat is more of concern. You eat more of junk. It has to be digested by the gut. So we advise you how to clean your gut and how to maintain your gut. Restore the gut health so that the gut-brain axis also is restored. That's again another problem. Gut-brain axis is to be clear. There does not be any blocks in it. Gut is our second brain, everybody says. So unless the gut-brain axis is not clear, the brain inflammation is possibility, clots are possible, and pituitary gland in the brain is going to give the signal for thyroid stimulating hormones to be produced. It's a chain linked issue. So we ensure the root cause is gut and gut-brain axis are clear, so that the immunity will be trained again by the gut and immunity will come into the balance. So it's as simple as that. So
but my question to you is that all this requires a lot of education.
Awareness.
The people who come to you need to spend a lot of time with the doctor concerned or whoever is advising them, and they need to understand it is not again a quick fix problem. You come, you get your pulse checked, you get your BP checked, sugar checked, and height and weight and all, and then you take the medicine and leave. But this requires a lot of consultation. My question obviously would be, is this anyway close to what Ayurveda does? Because there again, Ayurveda speaks about rejuvenating the body, detoxing the body and all that.
Ayurveda is based on, Ayurveda means science of life. It's based on doshas.
Correct.
Vata, Pitta, Kapha, doshas. But these three is really excellent concept, Ayurveda, outstanding concept. Earlier Rishi,
it's
on there. Ayurveda came in India only. But instantly they used to make that medicine from the forest herbs and give it.
Correct.
But today that's not happening. They are again using the cultivated herbs only.
Again, chemicals.
And preservating. They're bottling it and giving us. But Ayurveda works only when it is made instantly and from natural herbs.
It should be fresh.
Today, Pitta is more common. Overheat is more common. I don't consider mine is Ayurveda alone. It's a combination of Ayurveda, naturopathy and also allopathy. I call it Cellveda, sir.
Okay.
Because ultimately we are addressing at cellular level. Not even cellular level. The powerhouse of the cell is mitochondria, which is going to convert the food you eat into energy and also store as fat. So we are addressing it mitochondrial level, means any ailment can be addressed easily, and dietary changes which we advocate. The most important thing, their renovation, what I think it's a revolution we want in CellHealth. We guide them to do autophagy.
What is that?
Auto means self, phagy means eating. Self-eating. This is a mechanism invented by Dr. Oshimo of Japan. He was awarded with
the Nobel Prize for the cells, the healthy cells eating away.
Yeah, in 2016 he was awarded with the Nobel Prize. Self-eating, healthy cells eat dead cells.
Dead cells.
And even defective mitochondria also. And then convert those parts, components and rebuild new cells. That's something sensational. And he has done that research based on the Belgian scientist, Dr. Christian Dove, has done called lysosomal methodology. That means the tiny particles in the cell which are acting as a waste removal mechanism. From that, he brought into this autophagy, autophagosomes. So your body is eating your own bad cells or dead cells and rebuilding new cells. For that, all we need to do is very simple. 24 to 72 hours of liquid fasting. No nutrients should go into the body. No calories should go into the body. And after that, every day, 18 hours of liquid fasting without calorie intake. and 6 hours window, you eat whatever you want rationally, so that the cells become hungry and eat the dead cells and the malfunctioning cells, even cancer cells. That's what is proven.
In fact, that's what I read that about when you're talking of this Nobel Prize winner, and that fasting is also good for health. Intermittent fasting is good for health.
It has become a fashion today. Intermittent fasting means 8 hours fasting, 12 hours fasting. It doesn't have work that way. Autophagy happens only from the 16th hour.
Okay.
At least 16 hours of fasting is required. We advise you to go for 18 hours fasting.
Without anything, taking anything.
Only water, lemon water, black coffee, green tea, where no calories go in.
Okay.
Because let the cell get hungry so that it will do that process of eating. That's what CellHealth's protocol is totally autophagy.
Okay.
Depending upon the age of the person, a person with 70 years or 75 years, we tell him to do 72 hours of liquid fasting and 18 hours of fasting every day. It's not possible. At that time, again, Dr. Oshumi himself has said, elderly people, let it be a 10-hour window, 14:10. But what he is eating, let us be...
That's also crucial about
it.
Doctor, you also, like your father, don't charge anything for the consultation and all that. I believe, is that true?
Yes, sir. We don't charge anything for consultation, no doctor fees, no registration fees. Just as I want to do that because I wanted to continue with the legacy of my father, Dr. Chinta Rangadhamarao. But ultimately, we have to survive.
That's
yes, we do ensure that we do lots of research on the supplementary part. The technology, today supplements means everybody feels it is food supplements only, no?
Yeah, that's true.
But here in CellHealth clinics, we get such a huge results through our supplements because we do lots of research, how to make it more bioavailable, absorb immediately. We use phytosomal technology, liposomal technology, nanotechnology, of late aqueous technology, conversion methods. All these technologies we use and ensure that the supplements are bioavailable. So we get money from that. Yes, we want to do service, and as a byproduct, revenue will be there, sir. Targeting on making money is not our goal at all. Yes, when you come at 10,000-15,000 per month, it's you're spending. But I'm requesting everybody 42 days every year. Try to be strictly on a particular protocol which I'm advising, so that you will be healthy always. Otherwise, you come here to me, I'll address any problem in 100 to 120 days and send you back. And you have to maintain yourself. Everything depends upon your mindset. And
as we close this conversation, the most important thing that will come to fore is, of course, is the efficacy of these drugs or whatever the supplements which you're prescribing. And obviously, they are Ayush certified and others. Can you just put some point on that?
I consider my supplements are working like a functional medicine. And they're all having their own approvals, either from, if they are having Ayurvedic proprietary, we get it from Ayush approval.
Okay.
In nutraceuticals, we get FSSI approval. And everything we go as per the guidelines of ICMR. And we don't have any medicines, no pharmaceutical drugs in our... It's over-the-counter things, because they're all food supplements only, but functional medicines. Silimarin, milk thistle you call it, for example.
Yeah.
The compound in it is silimarin, which is very useful for detoxing the liver. Punarnava tribulus you call it. It is very useful for either diabetic control, sugar control, or kidney management, to detox the kidneys. Likewise, every organ, every cell needs certain kind of supplements. So we ensure our research team is always working on it to ensure every cell gets its own required supplement.
Wonderful. Dr. V, it's wonderful speaking to you, and I'm sure that people, in fact 90% of us, have some problem or the other. Some of it is hidden, some of it is known. But I'm sure as we go along, when people come to your clinic and drop in and speak to you and your team, they will understand there is life beyond just running around, and there's a lot of things that can be done. Thank you very much for speaking to us at HYBIZTV. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Dr. Ravi, addressing a problem which many of us consider to be hidden. They don't want to know about it. But as we know for sure, body needs to kind of clean itself regularly, just like a vehicle. It needs to be serviced, it needs to be given rest, and it needs to take in more of natural stuff than junk. Surely there is a message in that. And that is what we had spoken about in this short conversation. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.